Hello, I'm Alex, a Master Black Belt and mentor here at Six Sigma Development Solutions. In this explainer, we're going to dive into a really powerful technique for making group decisions a whole lot smarter by taking ego completely out of the equation.
So let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a meeting that just gets, well, hijacked? You know the one. A couple of dominant personalities take over, groupthink sets in, and before you know it, everybody's agreeing to a flawed decision. It's a super common and frankly frustrating roadblock.
Well, thankfully, there's a solution for that. It's called the Delphi Technique. And by the way, it's pronounced Delphi Technique. It's a structured process that's specifically designed to strip away all those biases and tap into the genuine, unfiltered wisdom of a group.
And it has a pretty cool backstory. The name itself is a nod to the ancient oracle of Delphi, a symbol of wisdom and foresight. But the actual method, that was formalized back in the 1950s by the Rand Corporation for a very modern reason, forecasting technology during the Cold War.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how does this whole thing actually work in practice? Well, its power isn't magic. It's all in its systematic, step-by-step process. So let's walk through what that looks like. It really breaks down into 6 clear steps, all the way from picking your panel to writing the final report. But the real magic happens right there in the middle. It all kicks off with a facilitator getting the right experts in a room, well, a virtual room, and hitting them with one single focused question.
And here it is. This is the absolute cornerstone of the entire technique: anonymity. Everyone responds through confidential surveys. This just completely gets rid of the social pressure. It means an idea is judged on how good it is, not on the job title of the person who said it.
So after that first round, a facilitator gathers up all the anonymous answers, summarizes them, and shares that summary back with the whole group. Then you do it again. People see what the collective is thinking, and they can refine their own opinions. You'll usually go through this a few times, maybe 2 to 4 rounds. And with each cycle, the group gets closer and closer to a really solid consensus.
So that's the how, but the why it works is, I think, even more interesting. This whole structure produces some incredibly powerful benefits that you just don't get in a typical meeting.
I mean, the benefits are just huge. Because it's anonymous, it crushes bias and groupthink. The whole back-and-forth iterative process, that sharpens everyone's thinking for way more accurate outcomes. And you're pulling in all this different expert knowledge, so you end up with a strong evidence-based consensus that people can actually get behind.
Now think about this compared to a typical brainstorming session. You know what those are like, right? Often they're chaotic, dominated by a few loud voices, and it's all done in one shot. The Delphi technique is the exact opposite. It's structured. Everyone has an equal anonymous voice, and it refines ideas over time. The dynamic is just completely different.
Okay, all this theory is great, but let's make it a little more tangible. Let's see how this would work in the real world.
So just imagine a tech company getting ready to launch a new product. There's a lot riding on this, and instead of just relying on internal opinions, which can have a lot of blind spots, they decide to use the Delphi technique to guide their strategy.
For round 1, they bring together experts from marketing, from engineering, industry analysis, you name it. And they ask them one simple question: what factors are going to make people buy this product? And because it's anonymous, they get these really honest initial answers: price, features, brand reputation, all the usual suspects.
The facilitator summarizes all that, sends it back out, and after a few more rounds of ranking and refining, a super clear consensus emerges. The group agrees innovative features and competitive pricing are the absolute top 2 drivers. And just like that, the company has concrete, actionable data to build their entire marketing plan around. No more guesswork. See, that tech company didn't just walk away with an opinion. They got a clear, defensible strategy. This really shows you the power of having a structured approach. And at the end of the day, that's the crucial takeaway. The Delphi technique is not some theoretical exercise. It is a practical playbook for turning a whole bunch of different expert opinions into a single, actionable insight. It's all about replacing guesswork with a confident, data-driven consensus.
So the next time you're facing a really complex problem, just ask yourself, are we set up to hear the best idea, or are we just set up to hear the loudest one? Mastering structured tools just like the Delphi technique is a huge part of what we teach in Lean Six Sigma. So if you're ready to elevate your team's decision-making, our Master Black Belt mentors are here to help. You can reach us at 866-922-6566.